Why is my voice so high? Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel. So I want to talk about a book today, as I always do. Fiercely Happy by Jenny Lawson. This is the latest book that I picked up. 5 out of 5. So that's why I'm talking about it today. I was gonna save it for just like a wrap-up kind of review video, but it deserves its own video, so here I am. So Jenny Lawson, I'd never heard of her before. I was scrolling through my Goodreads and this popped up as like a recommended. And the cover is what really did it for me. Like, and the term Fiercely Happy, I wanted to see what that was about. So added it to my TBR and I was in my local used bookstore and saw it for $4. You heard that right. So now I've had it and I've read it and I love it. This is an autobiography. She basically just writes about random snapshots from her life, really weird random stories. Some of them have great meaning, some of them don't. They're just weird and funny, and just mainly she talks about her anxiety and her depression. She kind of gives a voice for us who are too anxious to have our own. As someone who has definitely struggled with weird anxieties and bouts of depression and just feeling alone and that no one has ever felt this way before, I picked this book up and instantly like felt that connection with her. I'm not sure if everyone feels that way. I feel like a lot of people do because she is very relatable and quirky. She talks about those parts of herself very lightheartedly. And the whole Fiercely Happy thing is like life gets really shitty sometimes and it puts you in really bad situations, and, you know, clap back at life. Be like, I'm gonna be so happy. I'm not gonna let this bring me down. Be furiously happy at life and fake it till you make it. She definitely does that. She is actually funny. You know when you're like scrolling through Twitter and like you see a funny tweet and you just like nose exhale because it's funny? Like this book, I actually laughed. Like out loud, and I cried, especially at the end. It's just a roller coaster of emotions. You're gonna feel it all. I highly recommend reading this book, even if you don't really struggle with a mental illness. I think it sheds a really good light on kind of what it's like, and that sometimes your thoughts are not controllable, and like just telling someone to be happy isn't gonna solve their depression. It also helped open my eyes to other people's different types of anxieties, because there was one story of her like flying, and the only time that she wasn't anxious was when she was in the air and had nothing to worry about, and then like the minute the plane landed she was anxious about getting lost in the airport and baggage and getting a ride. And I have never thought like that before. Like, I'm always most anxious when I'm in the air because flying is terrifying. It just makes you realize that we're all weird and we all struggle with like our own weird mental illnesses that make no sense, and that that's okay, and that we don't have to be perfect, and it's okay to ask for help. The funniest parts of this book were when she was like talking to a therapist and talking about the conversations that they've had, because she's so weird. But I love her, but very strange. Conversations with her husband, very strange. She just says what's on her mind, and I love her. So, this cover, y'all. She talks about raccoons a lot, she talks about possums a lot. Her dad is like a taxidermy guy, so she just like grew up with like really weird things happening in her life that she's carried with her. And the raccoon definitely becomes more prevalent and you understand what it's about, but it's so pretty. I love it. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what else I want to say. I just really wanted to talk about this book and to urge you to get it. I just unexpectedly loved it so much. Like, it is probably one of my most favorite books that I've read. That takes a lot for me, but it was just everything that I could have wanted from a book like this. Like, again, made me laugh, made me cry. It talks about like deeper things as well. Like, it hits on suicide and thoughts of hurting yourself. And it's definitely not just like jokes all the time, because I was also afraid of that. She does also bring up really sad and scary things as well, but does it so perfectly that like it's okay to have these thoughts, but it's not okay to act on them, and ways to kind of work around them and make yourself better and reach out for help and realize you're not alone and all that kind of stuff that we should always just constantly reiterate to ourselves, because I know I definitely forget that kind of stuff. And this was just like a perfect reminder that we're all weird, we all have our quirks, we all have our depressions, and that it's okay and to be fiercely happy. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Just want to hop on the internet, talk about how much I love this book, and sign off. So that's my review. Take it or leave it. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm moving soon. I don't know if I've talked about that, but yeah, I will be moving into an apartment at the end of August, so this background will be no more. So sorry if you love it. I will be getting like a new bookshelf set up. I found this one online that's really beautiful, because I do like the wood bookshelf, but I want something like a little bit classier, more like elegant and pretty. So I'm so excited to move all these books into an apartment. So hopefully then I can actually have like a setup, maybe with like a window in front and the bookshelf in the back. That would be ideal. But yeah, and then maybe I could start vlogging. Like, everyone loves a good vlog, especially like a good reading vlog, so maybe I could start that up. That'd be really fun. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future. Any requests are always welcomed. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!